Hi, everyone. Today, I'm going to share with you the story of an old wise man and a boy. Listen to the story attentively to improve your English listening skills and understand the theme of the story. Are you ready? Let's get started. The Old Wise Man and the Boy. There was once a small village nestled between tall mountains and deep forests. The people there lived simple lives, farming their land and taking care of their animals. Life was peaceful, but there was one person who stood out among them all, an old wise man named Elder Rohan. Elder Rohan lived in a small wooden house at the edge of the village near the forest. He was very old, with long white hair and a beard that reached his chest. His eyes, however, were bright and full of wisdom. The villagers often came to him for advice, and he always seemed to have the right thing to say. One day, a young boy named Aaron decided to visit Elder Rohan. Aaron was 10 years old, full of energy and curiosity, but he often felt lost. His father wanted him to be a farmer, but Aaron didn't feel the same way. He wanted something more, though he didn't know what it was. With this thought troubling him, he walked to Elder Rowan's house. The old man was sitting outside on a wooden bench, looking at the sky. He smiled as he saw Aaron approaching. "Ah, young Aaron, what brings you here today?" Elder Rowan asked in a warm voice. Aaron sat beside him, fidgeting with his hands. Then, after a deep breath, he spoke. "Elder Rowan, I don't know what I want to do in life. Everyone tells me I should be a farmer like my father, but I don't feel happy about it. I feel like I'm meant for something else. But what?" The old man nodded slowly, stroking his beard. "That is a good question, my boy, and a difficult one." He looked toward the forest. "Come with me, Aaron. Let's take a walk." Aaron followed Elder Rohan into the forest. The air was fresh, and birds chirped above them. Sunlight filtered through the tall trees, casting golden patterns on the ground. After walking for a while, Elder Rowan stopped near a small stream. He picked up 2 stones from the ground and handed one to Aaron. "Throw this stone into the water," he said. Aaron hesitated for a moment, but then did as he was told. The stone splashed and quickly sank to the bottom. "Now watch carefully," Elder Rowan said. He threw his stone gently onto the water. It skipped across the surface, bouncing 3 times before finally sinking. Aaron's eyes widened in surprise. "How did you do that?" he asked, amazed. Elder Rohan chuckled. "Did you see the difference? Yes, your stone didn't sink right away. It moved across the water like it was dancing." Elder Rowan smiled. "That's because I threw it in a certain way. I knew how to make it skip." He sat down on a rock and gestured for Aaron to do the same. "My boy, life is like these stones. If you do something without thought, you might sink quickly, just like your stone. But if you learn, if you practice, if you understand what you are doing, you can make something beautiful happen." Aaron thought about this for a moment. "But how do I know what I'm meant to do?" Elder Rohan pointed to the stream. "Look at the water. It does not struggle. It flows where it needs to go. Sometimes there are rocks in the way, but the water finds a path around them. You must do the same. Try different things. Explore. And when you find something that feels natural, something that makes you feel alive. You will know. Aaron nodded slowly. He still didn't have an answer, but he felt a little better. As they walked back, Elder Rohan continued to speak. Many people follow the path that is given to them without questioning if it is truly theirs. But you, Aaron, have already taken the first step. You are asking the right questions. Aaron smiled. He liked talking to the old man. There was something peaceful about his words. For the next few weeks, Aaron visited Elder Rohan often. The old man taught him many things: how to read the signs of nature, how to listen to the wind, and even how to make a stone skip across water. One day, Aaron found himself climbing a tall hill with Elder Rohan. From the top, they could see the entire village, the green fields, and the vast forest beyond. "Look at that," Elder Rowan said, his voice full of wonder. "The world is big, Arun. Your path may not be in the village, it may be out there." He pointed toward the distant mountains. Arun's heart beat faster. He had always wanted to explore, to see what lay beyond the hills. "But what if I fail?" he asked, his voice filled with worry. Elder Rohan chuckled. "Everyone fails, my boy, but failure is just a lesson in disguise. You must never be afraid of it." Arun nodded. He understood now. He didn't need to decide everything right away. He just needed to take the first step. A few years later, Arun did leave the village. He traveled to new lands, met new people, and learned many things. He became a storyteller, sharing wisdom just like Elder Rohan had once shared with him. And whenever he skipped a stone across a river, he smiled, remembering the wise old man who had taught him the most important lesson of all. Life is a journey, and the path is found by those who seek it.